Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, this one's going to be tough. It is. I'm going to get real upset about it, and I know you are too. And it has to do with their treatment of the Queen in her last days, and it has to do with their treatment of William as well. Of course, we always go into their treatment of all of them, including, of course, Catherine and stuff. But this one specifically, we're getting into William as well as the Queen. So here to discuss this with me is my favorite sidekick, the sexy voice Gander himself. It's hard to switch because I get so emotional and upset about this, but I'm just gonna joke for 1 second and say honk honk.
Honk honk. I can turn it on and off. Hey, this is Jay. I'm here to talk about, serious stuff, but you can find me on YouTube not being serious as Dr. Bad Vibes, also Twitch. Sometimes I live stream. But I guess let's get into it.
You guys know that I love to joke around about everything. I am not joking about this. The way I feel about these two monsters, oh God, the way they tortured the Queen, all of them, they tortured everybody. Prince Philip as he was leaving, and what they did to William and Catherine is absolutely despicable. And with that comes news from the Mirror saying Prince William couldn't eat for a week before Harry's explosive Oprah interview. Oh, God.
Prince William was left physically unwell ahead of Harry's interview with Oprah Winfrey. Harry and his wife Meghan Markle sat down with the U.S. chat show host to share their side of the story after they had made the decision to step down as senior working royals. I mean, I'm sure everybody was on edge. Like, what's this guy going to say? What's she going to say? Probably already didn't have a good track record of telling or recollecting events as some others may. So I'm sure there was a lot of anxiety before that interview.
Nah, F these guys. F these see you next Tuesdays. They went on TV and told all these lies and threw around the ist words at the Queen. They bullied his grandmother, a 90-something-year-old lady. It's just absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting. It's despicable what they did. I hope they're enjoying the hell of their own making. I really do. Following the decision, the Duke and I won't even say their name, fuck them, moved their lives to Montecito, California, and have since returned to the UK on just a number of occasions. But nobody cares. Nobody cares if they go back. I know nobody wants them back. Again, they're horrible people. During their explosive chat, the former actress and Harry made several allegations, including one claim that a member of the royal family allegedly asked a question. We know the question that they alleged that was asked. They even contradict themselves in this interview and can't keep their story straight there. And why anybody believes any of their nonsense is beyond me.
Elsewhere, Meghan also claimed that she was denied access to see a specialist after struggling with her mental health and claimed that she was feeling bad towards herself at certain times. Charlotte Griffiths, editor-at-large for The Mail, on Sunday has discussed reports that Princess Catherine was behind the palace's decision to take a tougher stance on the Sussex's allegations. Speaking on Dan Wooten's GB News program, she said, "What I find quite surprising, and I've heard this for a long time now from many different sources, is that in the lead-up to the Oprah interview, William was quite literally sick with worry. He was not eating, and he became not reclusive, but he was definitely hiding away. He went to a royal residence for a period of time to cut himself off from the world. He was just in bits, basically." And, I mean, really, who could blame him? I mean, that was his brother doing whatever he was doing. I don't know what their real-life relationship is, but they're still brothers. I think there's at least a little bit of closeness. And seeing him about to self-destruct everything, I'm sure he was worried. He's just like, what are you doing, man?
Absolutely. William was so kind to Harry from everything I've read, and all he did was say, hey, maybe just slow down a little bit, and then Harry went nuclear. So Harry and his Instagram-loving bitch wife. So, I'm just so sick of the two of them. I hear stories like this and it makes me ill. It really does. It makes me feel ill, what they did, the way they treated everybody. And then more stories coming out about making William feel like this, and the way what they did to the Queen. It's just unforgivable.
Yeah, the whole thing is just out of hand. I mean, I keep going back to it, but I guess the best way I've heard it put was, again, Chris Rock calling it in-law stuff, albeit with more colorful language. I mean, stuff happens in families with relationships and everything, but you don't air it out to Oprah in front of everybody to make a profit. Or at the bare minimum, I mean, it doesn't matter if she was the Queen of England or just, you know, somebody's grandmother from down the street. You don't treat an old lady like that. That's insane. I mean, she did nothing. I mean, she showed nothing but kindness and was beloved by her country. And to throw her under the bus, in her last years of her life, and I'm sure she was upset. I mean, it was her grandkid doing all this nonsense. I mean, it's just messed up.
But I am going to correct you on one thing. She was beloved by the world. We love her.
Yes.
The article goes on and says, what Catherine was doing was standing by her man. Catherine was like, I've got to stick up for this guy and protect him. He's being destroyed by this. And that probably made her quite steely, even though she has this reputation for being shy. But when it comes to protecting her, I'll say family, they say husband, she's going to step in and protect him. Oh, you guys. Following the dramatic interview, Harry's late grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, issued a rare statement via Buckingham Palace. The whole family is saddened to learn the full extent of how challenging the last few years has been for Harry and Meghan. I don't even want to go through the statement. It breaks my heart. This whole article breaks my heart. And can I just say, as always, I love Catherine. Of course she was standing by William. That's all she would do. Whereas when idiot asshole Harry is out here floundering, and rightly so, and ha ha ha. Where's Meghan? She runs like a coward. F them both. I cannot with these two. I cannot. So the article continues. It goes through the statement, and I just thought this was interesting. Palace insiders allege that William coined the phrase "recollections may vary," and that it was Catherine, Princess of Wales, that insisted that it be used in the final statement. And I say, you know what? I love them both. What these two put them through, as I just keep thinking about William, and I think about how he lost his mother at a young age as well. He was he was losing his grandfather as this happened, and then his grandmother soon after, while dealing with this asshole and his Instagram loving bitch wife. I think about that a lot, and it makes me appreciate William and Catherine even more. But he went through all the same things, is what I'm trying to say, and yet he still held it together and doesn't use it as a free pass to be an a-hole and to make up stories and to act like this and trash his family and throw people under the bus. You don't see that from William and Catherine. You don't. But you do see it from these two. Anytime they need attention, look at us. I can't even be silly right now. Anytime they need attention, they trot out this alleged trauma, and they use it for attention, and it's just gross. They're horrible people, and they can rot in hell, the pair of them. Okay, I want to switch over to Neil Sean and get even more enraged. Not at Neil, he's wonderful, but I'm talking about at Harold and Fraud. Neil Sean, as I know you know, he has a YouTube. He was a journalist for a very long time. He still is. And he often reports on Harry and Meghan. I did see all the comments. It was just hard for me. I was ignoring him on purpose, not ignoring you. Just the idea you wanted me to talk about what he reported on about how Meghan made the Queen cry. It's hard for me to talk about. It makes me outraged and upset all over again. So, Neil Sean reported on how Meghan made the Queen cry. And it's absolutely disgusting. And again, it all goes back to this Oprah interview and the crap that these two were saying. And that the Queen wanted to watch the interview before she officially responded to actually know what they were saying. And the thought of the Queen having to sit there and listen to this garbage, these lies, this nonsense, and watch these two profit off of the lies and the nonsense and trying to get attention off of it while they were given everything from the Queen. It's just disgusting. I can't even talk about it. Ugh, you say things now.
So yeah, we've got Neil Sean saying that they made the Queen cry. I mean, come on. Even just change that sentence. Just take the Queen out of it. Somebody made their grandmother cry because they were saying messed up stuff.
Untrue things.
Yeah, untrue things. I mean, recollections may vary, but to make somebody in the the last bit of their life just to torture them like that, I mean, that's just inhuman. I mean, imagine somebody. I mean, everybody still has a grandmother, or remember your grandmother. What could you imagine somebody like just some random family member? I don't know. Imagine that happening to you. I mean, how would you feel? That's so messed up. Like, especially somebody that showed nothing but kindness, and to just turn around and just take a dump all over everything, like as she was in a lot of pain and suffering, and then add that on top of it, and to just, I mean, literally just make stuff up for a buck.
Thank you. I'm fine. I just get so upset when I talk about it and what they did to the Queen. I will never forget. I will never forgive, and I'll never stop talking about it. So there's that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so just processing it all. Guys, I'm going to leave it here. It's horrible. They're horrible people. I hope they continue to fall spectacularly on their faces. And I will be here to talk about it as they do. And this is the reason why. They tormented and tortured the Queen, so I can only return the favor to them. That's my courtesy to the Queen. Guys, as always, thank you so much for being here. Sorry I wasn't upbeat in this one, but I didn't think it was appropriate. I appreciate you all so very much. Jay, tell everybody what you're working on and where to find you.
Well, after all that, I'm going to go play video games because I need something to make me happy.
Yes.
But you can find me on YouTube as Dr. Bad Vibes playing said video games, and also on Twitch and Kick, and, well, YouTube as well. Sometimes I live stream. I appreciate everybody that's subscribed. If you happen to subscribe, you might see me go live. I need to work on a better schedule, but you can see past recordings. I am on camera. I know a lot of people are curious, so
Honk, honk.
so honk honk. And I appreciate all the honks in my comments as well. Show us them honkers.
Yes. You know what? I'm going to give us a palate cleanser, if you will, as we sign off, because that's enough out of these two, not these two, Harry and Meghan. I don't want to end on such a dark note. I can't stand those two, but let's look at these two. I love this so much. I talked about this in an earlier video that went out today. I'm a huge fan of the Great British Bake Off. I love this picture of William and Catherine and Mel Gidroych, and they are baking for the NHS, and I want to be there. I think it looks so fun, and they look so happy, so we'll enjoy this happy moment. And I love seeing William happy, especially after reading this article and how devastating it was for him. So, as always, guys, you're my ray of sunshine. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. I can't thank you enough. I can't. I'm still in shock over the 100,000. It's incredible. 100,000 subs. I'm blown away by all the kind messages. I want you to know how much each of you taking the time to write me means to me. It really does. As Jay continues to say, and I'm horrified by, he keeps saying, show us your honkers. What he means, obviously not what you think, is leave us honks in the comment, because I love the Drunk Goose Club. It means the world to me, and you mean the world to me. And so thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. I do have new Drunk Goose Club merch. A lot of people had asked that it be on notebooks. It's now available on notebooks as of yesterday evening. So it's hot off the presses. definitely get yours. I'm so excited. I already ordered mine. I can't wait to take notes in my Drunk Goose Club notebook. So check that out as well as everything else. I'll put a link in the comments. Also check out Patreon. We got a lot of fun stuff going on over there. A lot of extra bonus stuff, deep dives, things like that. Things we can't really always show over here. We do have over there, so check that out as well. You can also become an executive producer, and this is where I would like to thank my executive producers, and I appreciate each of you so very much. I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Maybe not as Debbie Downer, but more stuff soon. But let's thank our executive producers. A huge thank you to Linda. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you to Paige. Huge thank you to Teresa. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Aaron and Frank. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Ann M. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Ann H. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Glynis. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Adair Becker. Thank you to Erica. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, Barb G. Thank you to Diana. Thank you, Allison B. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Lori. Thank you to Pauline. Thank you to KT. Thank you, Jolene. Thank you, Stromboli. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Loie. Thank you, Lucy H. Thank you to Georgia. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Robbins Landing. Thank you to Helen. Thank you to Mara. Thank you, Ashley C. Thank you to Molly. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Sand Squid. Thank you to Rach. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Domby. Thank you, Android P. Thank you to Sheena. Thank you, Aaron M. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Judith. Thank you, Spectrum Mom. Thank you, Vanessa B. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Mimi Heathcote. Thank you, Misty. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you to Bree. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you to Elvis Rose here on YouTube. Thank you to Lori. Thank you, Tim B. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Elisa. Thank you, Kathy with a C. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you to Patricia. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Ridley. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, John. Thank you, Donna D. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Chewy. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, 509 Cougs. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, BJ. Thank you, Big Bad John. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Duck Barf. Your name is always funny to me. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Vicky loves her corgi. Thank you, Charisse. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Genesee. Thank you, Essie. Thank you, Lady Grandmother. Thank you, Christy. I so appreciate you all. Thank you if you are on the Patreon. Thank you if you're an executive producer. And hey, if you're not, definitely check it out. We have a lot of fun over there. Guys, I hope you have the best day, and I will talk to you again soon. Can't wait to bring you another video like this. Take care. Bye-bye.